Here we go with another movie review. This one is Thunderbolts. I should note, I'm not a big comic book fan, nothing against that genre. It's just, you know, each one has 365 movies, Marvel, DC. I can't keep up, and it's like you either gotta watch all of them or none of them. But that doesn't mean they still can't be kind of enjoyable. But my friends wanted to see Thunderbolts. I had never even heard the title before. We kind of checked it out. And I have to say, I was kind of zoned out for the first, 30 minutes, kind of on the phone. Wasn't really that interested in the movie, but things caught my attention. And I should note that this has kind of mild spoilers, not big spoilers, but mild spoilers. Okay, let's talk about the good. What I like about the movie, mainly it's pretty funny at times. The humor is probably its biggest draw. They cast, Julie Louis-Dreyfus and the Russian dad, and those two guys are two people are the funniest. So the comedy there, not throughout the whole thing, a lot of jokes don't work, but it is pretty funny. So for the humor, and I guess the action, it's a fun action movie, I guess, entertaining, so you got those two things going for it. And it's also not preachy, which I can appreciate. It doesn't have all these virtue signaling and messages. They're just trying to entertain you, and I can appreciate that. It just does its job. Okay, what about the bad? Well, mainly nothing's ever at stake in these movies. The heroes, they're probably not gonna die. Civilians, they're not gonna die for real. Or if they do die, or anyone dies, they come back, kind of like when they first started doing Superman many years ago in the comic book. I think he dies and comes back. It's just, there's nothing at stake. So you just know, there's no suspension or, no tension. People just don't die. That's what kind of makes these things boring. Also, the fight scenes are kind of boring now. I don't know. They just don't do that great of a job, and everyone's on wires and special effects. It's just, I'm kind of getting bored with all these fight scenes in comic book movies. I think the CGI is a bit overdone. So there's just scenes where it's just nothing but special effects department doing their thing. It's kind of fun for a while, but then it gets boring. And this one, you don't really need a total backstory to care about, but you kind of do. I mean, like I said, the first 30 minutes, I had no idea who anyone is or why they're there, and I didn't really care. Also, they were trying to go big on who these new Avengers are. I don't even know who the old Avengers are, so yeah, again, you have to kind of know the whole storylines going on here, and isn't this the same Marvel? I mean, don't they already have? Why do they need new? It's just all silly. But should you see it? Well, I wouldn't pay good money for it. I mean, if it were at home or something like that, or, on cable or streaming, then yeah. But, the theater, nah, I definitely would not want to pay full money at the theater for that. I mean, that was $30 or something. No. And that's it for this movie review. If you got a movie you'd like me to review, let me know, and I probably will. Cheers.